Hello, everyone. All right, so you guys are in the state reception room right now. This is pretty amazing room, isn't it? And you guys are special guests today, and you have your representatives here wanting to speak with you guys today. So this is kind of a privilege, and this is a really neat thing. But here's a little thing. The guides, like all of us, we're in charge. We can tell you all about the chandeliers and the curtains and the marble and the carpet and all that fun stuff. Ask them about their jobs. If you get a chance to ask them questions, ask them about their jobs and what they do, okay? All right, so without further ado, we have Representative Levitt and Representative Kilduff. So thank you. Welcome to you.
I'm excited because I too have a 7th grader. I live in University Place, so I've lived in our district for a very long time. Prior to coming here, this was my first session, meaning I just got elected in November. I was a longtime college administrator. My husband and I own a small business, and so any of you have had braces, that's what we do. And also the affordable housing. This is we were on the floor all day yesterday, and we're on the floor all day today. But my favorite thing from yesterday was Pioneer Middle School, and I'm confident my favorite thing today is going to be Pioneer Middle School. It's awesome for everybody to take a break and come out and talk to you. And then it's also kind of fun because I have one of my former neighbors who was 2 doors down for a little while, who happens to be in your midst. So I'm super excited about it. Happy to be here.
Well, good morning. Christine Kilduff, I'm state representative since 2015. So just started my 3rd term, first elected in 2014, and it's been such an honor representing our district. And this is your legislature, your House, your Senate. This is where we do the people's work. And again, honor to represent you and serve as your voice here in Olympia. I'll just share a little bit about me, and then we really will look forward to your questions, because it's really awesome to hear from our youngest citizens, because you are the future for this country, for our state, and for your community. So hearing what you're concerned about or interested in is awfully helpful to us. With that all said, I'm a lawyer by trade. Had the privilege of representing the people of the state as an assistant attorney general for the bulk of my career, and have 2 daughters, one of whom is at Curtis High School, so she's a junior, and then our oldest just graduated last June. She's in her 1st year in college, and I can't believe how quickly you all grow up. It's just crazy. I was on the school board at University Place, and now here in Olympia I've had a chance to work on some of the challenges we've had, for example, around school funding, and we've made some really good progress in that arena, and we've got some ongoing challenges as well, whether on mental health issues or keeping costs of tuition low, you name it. So that all said, thank you for coming back. This really is a highlight for us to hear from you and answer your questions, and look forward to that. So ask away.
White shirt had a stand up meeting before we started talking, so I'll double speak in person.
What do you guys mostly like about your jobs?
This. So my favorite thing is meeting kids, because I got interested in, well, one, I saw 3 kids at home. So a kindergartner, a 1st grader, and a 7th grader. So my world are kids, but I think meeting all of you, I first got interested in civics, or interested in being involved, when I was a 7th grader in junior high. And I got to participate in ASB and do some other things that kind of got me, continued my interest to where I am today. And so I would say meeting people like you and kids like you, and then also people from our district who have a host of issues that they're interested in, and getting to participate in their lives, and hopefully make a meaningful difference through the kinds of interests that they bring to us, and that we get to see passed out on the floor.
No, I mean, I couldn't disagree. Hearing directly from our youngest citizens, from your parents, guardians, the people that you represent, enormously helpful. And then in this job, I think as Representative Levitt alluded to, you get to touch tomorrow with the decisions that you make when you sit on the floor of the House and you press that yes or no button and you're casting your vote. That has an impact on tomorrow, and that's a really unique opportunity and indeed a privilege. Yes, I'm waiting. What's the craziest thing you've done so far? That's an awesome question. That's an awesome. Boy. We get some really interesting visitors to the campus. So I think we've had some like zombie movie day, and that's been kind of crazy to see that. Gee whiz, that was a fun one.
Yeah, I think that the different groups that come to campus sometimes can be really interesting. And then I would say in the process of getting here, the amount of doors that we knock, and thousands, and the folks that we meet throughout the process to get here, can be pretty interesting as well. And the hardest part about my job, I would say being away from family. Because I was just thinking about this morning, because we are in a week that we're going to be on the floor, and which means that we're going to be out on the floor voting late night every night this week. We're expected to be down here on Saturday and Sunday this weekend. And so during session, which is part of what we're here, we don't get to see our family all that much. And so when I stayed home a little bit later this morning than I normally do, knowing that I wouldn't get to do that to help the kids on the bus and then drop off my second grader. And when I was driving down, I thought, I'm going to miss out on that. So for me, my hardest part is being away from family.
Yeah, me too. And we are going to be on the floor this morning, I think at this very moment. So hopefully when you tour the gallery later, you can see floor action and floor debate, and which is very interesting. But we get to work on really great issues, which offset some of that time that we, spend away from our family. Over to the back. So this is our job, always really time consuming when you have time for yourself. All right, so definitely during the legislative session, it is a very time consuming job. We have a 105-day session this year, so this is our long year, and then we go to a 60-day session next year, and it alternates throughout. So those 60-day sessions, you have a little bit more time in the non-legislative arena, I guess. But when you're working and trying to get here wearing that other hat, campaign type hat, that keeps you very busy. So I was just elected, in November. So this summer I'll have a little more time than my family than I did, say, last summer. So, but it's certainly you can keep yourself very busy. And each representative kind of has a different approach. So, but,
I don't know what the off-season is going to be, but I would say that there's not a lot of downtime for yourself and the time that I'll have or even spend with my family. And Jade, I mentioned I have a neighbor in that state, and I'm super excited to and I think it will just depend, but so it's really important that we carve out some time for yourself and have that. What was the most recent volunteer people? And just so I will mention, my first bill was passed off the floor on Friday, so I was super excited for that. And then I had two that were voted on yesterday. The first bill, I was told that it was going to be your first bill, and so I'm guessing that's probably, so I was super excited on Friday, and excited yesterday was something about Friday was special, and that is on the National Guard. So if any of you have parents who do the National Guard, you know that they fight wildfires, just like our state firefighters do, but they get paid less. They get paid a lot less. And so this bill, if it makes it all the way through, so just because it was voted off the House floor, doesn't mean that it's going to get to the governor's desk. So it gives more money to the National Guard and goes to fight fires.
And I'll just add, I had a bill that passed off the House floor yesterday, and it may relate to some of you. How many have a family member who serves on active duty, a mom or a dad? Okay, so you have a lot of military-connected kids right here today. So the bill actually would, if you were moving, say, from Florida to Washington, your parents can enroll you in school before you even come and land in our state. But your parent would have orders, they're good to go. If you pack up the car still, you can actually, under that bill, if it gets to go, that's good. That will allow you to get started in school before you even come to our state. And so I think family, their child, and if you're all set up in your new school, even before you land in your new community.
What's your favorite part of the building?
Favorite part of the building. Our favorite part of the building.
I think both is magical, and East Side is and when I drive in the early morning, you can see like the light at the top, or that it kind of lit up. So if you ever have a chance to come in with your family, just to drive by, because it's gorgeous activity outside in the lights when they have to do, and then on the house floor, when you're there, and I hope that probably not saying as well, but being there, you look up above and all the counties, you'll see that around the side, all the counties are there. So it kind of reminds you that you're serving the whole state, and it's just being in the presence of that floor and the importance of what you're doing is a humbling opportunity. So I would say those two, the lights outside and the county.
I'd say I have two features that really stand out for me. One, from my office, I can see the dome of the legislation, and that is a constant reminder of who you work for and who you are accountable to. The other favorite part I have of the building are the marble stairs. So when we come into the legislative building, you probably walked up the stairs today. I like to walk up those stairs every day because every step you take, you think about, again, what is your purpose? Why am I here? And it just gives me pause. It's a good reminder. Yes? What would you say a typical day of work is like? So there are different seasons to the legislature. Again, there's those 105 days. Seasons are longer than the 60 days, significantly shorter. But within each of those, we have a lot of, at the very beginning, a focus on getting your bills drafted and written, and then hopefully heard in the first stop in a committee. Then that bill might move out to another committee, a money kind of committee, because if the money's not there for some of your bills isn't going to happen. And then we move, as we are right now, to floor time, where we're spending a lot of time on the House floor, all 98 of us, and then trying to beat another deadline to get those bills passed off the floor to get them over to the Senate. So those are some of the seasons, and then, by the way, this whole process starts all over for your bill once it goes to the Senate. But there's definitely a cycle, an ebb and a flow, if you will, and seasons. And at the end of the day, when we're hitting that very last deadline, we've got some big budget, big bills we're passing, and that brings a whole other sort of season.
How did you feel when you first got the job?
So excited. I checked the job twice. So sometimes when you get something, you don't want to give up, and hard work can prevail, and so that's my message. And so I was really excited. My mom doesn't live in our state; she lives in Tennessee, so a long ways away. And so we also had a good excuse for family to be in town that weekend. So I was really excited, and then also pretty humbled of what I was about to get to do for all of you. I hope that answers your question. Anybody else have a question before we go? Go.
Sure. Yeah, well, Rep. Levitt just talked about feeling humbled, and me too when I was first elected.
Yes, to full here. Yep, just sit right there. That's fine. Get pictures in here and do it on camera.
For a video camera, I could just be filming everything.
Okay, so which branch of government are we in? Legislative branch, all right. And our legislative branch of government has two bodies. We're called a bicameral government. It means we have two chambers, two bodies of of legislators. You're in the first one, House of Representatives. How many districts did we say we had? 49. Yep, 49. So we have 49 legislative districts. Each district is entitled to 2 representatives. They vote in 2 representatives, all right? So they also serve for a 2-year term. So if we have 2 representatives per district, how many total representatives are here? 98. I heard 98. Perfect. So there's 98 chairs in here. One person sits at the very front, though, and that's called the Speaker of the House. He's in charge in here. And he is elected by the majority party. What are the 2 parties in our democratic system? Yes. Democrats and Republicans. So this year, the Democrats are the majority party. So the majority party sits on this side of the north side of the chamber. So this is the Democratic Party. The aisle in the middle there divides the 2 parties. All right? And on the other side are where the Republicans sit. You are currently in the gallery. And the gallery is where the citizens can come and watch their legislators do their job. You can come in, you can sit, you have to be quiet, you can't hold up signs, you have to take off your hats, all that kind of stuff, so there's show respect. If you try to have any outbursts, the security will escort you out of here. So it's all about just watching them in action so you can see if they're doing what you want them to do. And then your legislator, I was listening to her talk today, talk to you about bills, right? A bill is simply an idea, and that's how they refer to it in here. They talk about it as a bill, it's not a law. They say this bill would change either an existing law or create a new law. So there's a lot of bills that they'll vote. Yesterday we had the opportunity to see about 3 or 4 bills they were talking about relating to colleges in our state, veterans, and also schools. So it's kind of neat. When it comes here, the first reading is just simply introducing it, and then it goes to a committee. So if it's about I-5 and improving I-5, then it would be transportation committee. If it's about immunizations, it would go to a health committee. Okay, so those committees, then if they pass it, it goes to a rules committee, and the rules committee determines if they're going to let it come back here on the floor. So if it comes back here, then what happens is it goes to a second reading, and the second reading is then an amendment. So they have the chance to get an amendment. So at that time, they're like we saw yesterday in your group, they got a chance to watch Representative Levitt. You met her today. Have a discussion regarding schools, and she stood up, introduced it, and everybody supported it. And then quickly, when they called for a vote, the Speaker of the House would sit up here, and he would call for a vote, and their names are all listed up top there. So yesterday, we got a chance to watch them push their buttons. So if they call for a vote, the yeses would turn green up there on the board. All the names would turn green. If they voted no, a nay, then it would be a red color. So most of the votes yesterday had greens. There was a couple of people that voted against some bills, but it was a majority. So we have a majority is 1 over half. 1 over half. So what would be the vote you need in here to pass something? 1 over half. Yes. No. Another guess. 50. You got it right on the money. So you need 50 to pass a vote in here. That's what you need. And then guess what? If it passes in here and it started here, it has to go to the Senate and goes through the same process. So a bill does not become a law instantaneously because they pass it in here. It has to go to the Senate and go through the same process. Both sides have equal powers to each other. And so before it passes and goes to the third person, who do you think it goes for after it passes the legislative branch of the government? Who has to approve it?
Executive.
Who? No? Who? The governor. The governor has to sign it and approve it. If he signs it, it automatically becomes law. What else can the governor do with the law, with that bill? Anybody know? Yes. He can veto that bill. That's right. He can veto the entire bill, or he can veto a section of a bill. Any veto that the governor does, it has to come back and go through the whole process all over again through discussions here on the House of Representatives or the Senate. So last year there were 1,400 bills introduced in both the House and the Senate combined, 1,400 bills. But you know what? Only 308 of those passed. Less than 20% of the bills that are introduced during the legislative session get passed. Less than 20%. So your legislator today told you how many days are they here for this time? Anybody remember? How many days? 105 days. Now next year, on the even years, you know why they're here for 105 days? Because we run, the state of Washington runs on a biennial budget. That's a budget that's supposed to go for 2 years. That's why it takes them longer. They spend 105 days. Next year, they're going to be here for a shorter period of time. Anybody know how long that was? She told me. 60 actually, right on the money. 60 is what they're supposed to be here for next year, okay? Now, they can also have, the governor can call for special sessions if they don't get enough done to pass certain things. He can ask them to stay longer, but that costs a lot more money. Now, the other thing here is that there are, I'm showing you right now, they are in recess. They were, remember she said this morning that they were going to be in session? Right now they're at recess. So they will be coming back. Recess is just like at school, right? You get recess. Hopefully they're not out playing on the playground. So anyway, they will be coming back here soon, and when they do, they'll have kids that are 14 to 16-year-olds here called pages. Anybody know anybody that's been a page before? Somebody in the back? All right, good. You do too? You know somebody that's been a page? No? A page, okay, I'll take your question in a minute and I'll tell you what a page. A page, 14 to 16-year-olds that come for 1 week during the session, starting on the second Monday in January. 105 days, it'll go almost to the end of, into May, end of April, I should say. But what happens is that they get come here for 1 week, excused from school, they assist the legislators on the floor, all right, and they pass bills, they go run errands, they get paid $35 a day, and they get to learn a lot more about their government, including how to write bills, how to write a bill that could become a law. So what's really neat about that is a great resume builder. If you see yourself wanting to be going to college or see even for job applications, putting those types of things down can look really good. So if you're thinking about it, probably in another year or two, you can apply online to become a page, and they have 29 every week. They rotate them out. So there's quite a few pages they hire to come in here. If you live outside the area, which you do not, though, they have host families. So you're pretty close. You wouldn't need a host family. Okay, in here, oh, you have a question. I'll take your question. Still got it? Lost it? You got one now? Huh? A host family is just, they stay with them, they sleep there, they get fed, and they make sure they get here to work during the week that they are here as a host family. Yes? What is what? They will sit on the corners at home. There's some right down there. See them right down there? They're waiting for them to come in session right now, so they will be available for the representatives to bring bills that could become laws. So anyway, that's some of them. They're waiting for them to come back now. Right? In here, the marble in here is all from France. It's all from France. Anybody know what those names are at the very top? Yakima? What is that? Oh, the Yakima, yeah, but what do those represent? They're the counties. Is that what you were going to say too? The counties. Those are all the county names up there. So they put all the counties up there as well. All right. All right. Is she waiting out there for us? No? Okay. I'll just wait till she comes out, because otherwise we'll be standing out there. Huh? Your last name's up there? So there's a representative that has the same last name as you, right? All right. The, what else in here? Lighting is all from Tiffany. Oh, here. Remember I told you about the, what tree I say is a symbol of strength? Oak. Oak leaves above you here. It's a symbol of strength. Okay? She's just coming out now? No, okay. The flower underneath your foot on the carpet is called a trillium. Trillium will go to the fourth floor. Some symbology about that is that the representatives are only elected every 2 years. They should stay in close contact with their voters if they want to stay reelected. We're going to see a different flower over there in the center. Any other questions? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go out. I'll just take a quick look. I don't know if you have cameras or not, but you can take a picture of the chandelier at that height and answer any questions about it. All right. Now. Okay, this row, front row. Guy, what? Doing his phone? Oh, yes.
Just
You should try, come on.
I'm not gonna throw my phone at it.
Here we go, heading into the Senate.
Going to the Senate. Oh, I don't know.
All right. So we are now in the second chambers. So we have bicameral government, two chambers. This is the second chamber for our legislative branch. And I'll just ask questions real quick. Anybody see anything different in here than you saw over on the other side? I saw a hand up here first. Did you have a question or are you going to point something out to me? Okay, point something out, then I'll take your question in a minute. No voting board, right? That's what you're saying? Yep. Oh, you're right. There's an Oakley. And I'll talk about this design as well. Yeah. What else? No voting board. All right. You got that one. Yeah, flowers in the ground here. I'll talk about that one. Yes. No armrest. That's right. You're right. I don't know why they put those armrests on those chairs on the other side. I have no clue. Why. Anybody else see anything different in here? Yes.
So called the chairs.
Yeah, chairs are different. In what way are they different?
There's only one chair.
There's only one chair. Do you think there's more chairs or less chairs here? Less chairs. Good observation. Yeah, you're right. The flag in this position is right. Yeah, you bet. Okay, good. And how about the walls? Do the walls look different to you? About the same? They are different. Yeah, the walls are different. Different marble. Okay, so here's the thing. In this, we'll start off with how many chairs are in here. There's one senator per legislative district. So how many senators are in here? One senator per legislative district. So how many legislative districts?
49.
Huh? 49. So there's 49 senators here. Yes.
Why is there two chairs up there?
They're just making room and they're pairing those up for some reason. I don't know why with those desks. They kind of move them together just for extra space. So there's one senator per legislative district, and the senators serve for anybody want to take a guess? I just held my finger up. How many? 6? I just held my finger up. 4. Yeah, that's right. Good observation. 4 years. Gave it away. How many years do they serve for, everybody? Okay, so they serve here for 4 years. And the flower is a little symbology that idolatry flower grows a little bit higher off it grows from the tree. So some symbology you could take from that is that they may not need to be as in close contact with the voters because they got 4 years before they have to be reelected. Okay, in the House, they reelect everybody all at once, every 2 years. In here, it's only half go up for every 2 years. All right? Yes? Another what? Say, I couldn't record this? Oh, no, they're not recording right now. No, he's part of on the front rostrum up there. They're the administrative side and security side. You might be the security guy up there. So he has to keep an eye on everyone. They're at recess right now. So he keeps an eye on the chamber and make sure everything's. So in person though, who did I say? The Constitution is 130-some years old, so it has to be kept locked up and safe, so it can't be damaged. The other thing is she's a historian. She keeps track of all the things that happen in our state. And sometimes they'll put posters up like this. Every year they'll do a different description of history, different time of year. This one is 1968, over 50 years ago. The Vietnam War was going on over here. Some of you may have families that had parents or grandparents that served in the Vietnam War. We had a lot going on in Washington State with music and literature. Okay, these are all authors, musicians. Jimi Hendrix is over here. We had a lot going on around the country with civil rights, Martin Luther King and other things going on as well. And then over here, we had a lot of legislators from our state that were participating in Congress, changing things around the world, or around the United States, and in our own state. Anybody been to Olympic National Park or the North Cascades? Person been to Olympic National Park? This lady right here, Polly Dyer, was the person that helped establish our national parks of Olympic and the North Cascades National Parks. So she played a very important role in the environment, protecting the environment, and so that for the future generations like yourself. So she played an important role in that as well. Last thing, Secretary of State also registers all the businesses in our state. That's their job. Obviously, the military is a very important influence in our state. And they also register all the corporations. Bill Gates' first registration for his business, Microsoft, is kept right here in the Secretary of State's office as well. Anybody have any questions about the Secretary of State's office? Anything? No? Okay, I'm going to give you a couple minutes. If you want to look around at the cases, you can do that. Please do not touch any of the glass cases, okay? Do not touch, just look and read. Yes, you can take pictures in here. Yep. Take pictures. Some kids take pictures. Jimmy Hendrix. Oh, thanks.
Cool. Is that cool? Cool. Oh, cool.
I was going to take something. I'll be trying to
So that would be those extra brother.
The lock of the...
Did you really?
Okay, guys, here we go.